world, and welcome back to Stuff We Do, where we do all the knife stuff you love. Knife reviews, knife tests, knife modifications, and outdoor stuff with knives. Okay, we have our Halloween candy over there just to show you it's still October. And then over here I have something. I'm going to call, please excuse the horrible finger. Yes, we were busy the last 2 days. My son broke his arm but horribly, and I had to fix it with pins and stuff. I will show you footage of that at the end. But anyway, I want to show you this knife, and I want to talk about this knife. This is definitely a Grail-worthy knife. Now, whatever you classify as your Grail knives, whatever you classify as Grail knives can be different. Now, what I normally call a Grail knife is something that's either extremely expensive and I can only buy it once I have saved enough money, or it is something that I cannot find and I have to look for a very long time. So, I've showed you actually quite a few of mine in the past, and I will do an upcoming video where we put all of the Grail knives and things I consider Grail knives, although they were not ones that I necessarily were looking for so long. I will show you that in a different video. But this knife classifies under all of those things. It's got fantastic materials. It's got fantastic ergonomics. It feels so nice in your hand. And it looks fantastic. Okay. Even with the new beautiful, or not new, but with this background, because I don't want to detract from the knife. I have ants attacking me. It's that time of year. Okay, so what brand are we talking about today? We are talking about a Pickled Steel knife. Okay, now if you live overseas, I think Europe and America, you can find it under Remette. Now, what Remette knife could possibly be Grail-worthy? Okay, I have it in my pocket, and it's this thing. This is the Remette Wild Species. And if you are here in South Africa, it is the Pickled Steel Jango. But not just any Jango. This one has got the lightning, or the... not lightning anode. I cannot remember what we call this specific type of anodization, but look at it. It looks fantastic. Beautiful brass around the pivot. Beautiful thumb stud with the brass on the inside. Nice big thumb studs. They look smooth, but they work like champions. Frame lock. Look at that pocket clip. That pocket clip is just magic. I like the way they made the, what do you call it, the reduction or the relief cuts over here. Look so cool. This thing is a thing of beauty. Okay, so Pickled Steel Jango, and if you're overseas, the Remette, what did I say? Wild Species? Yes, I think that's the name. Okay, it is a front flipper and thumb studs. Look at that blade shape. Beautiful. Satin over there. We have a blasted finish over there. We have this beautiful swedge going down it. We have jimping. Let me take away the ugly finger. We have jimping there that works perfectly. Nice thin stock. This thing is super slicey. That acts like a finger choil, but it's also a super sharpening choil. And of course the materials on this thing. M390 and titanium. Everything you could love on this knife. And not all Grail knives are made in South Africa or America. Okay, so because this thing is made by Remette, it means it is from China. But don't let that stop you. The days of China making bad knives are very far behind us. Actually, I'm lying that some of the companies still make horrible things, but the good ones make extremely good stuff. That is so beautiful. Okay, and this knife, I'm not sure what it costs overseas, but here in South Africa, if you buy it from Pickled Steel, I don't know, I haven't seen this one specifically on site. I've seen it at a few other places, but not necessarily on site. But on site, you can buy the budget version of this for less than 1,000 Rand. And you can buy the plain titanium with M390 for Again, I'm going to lie to you. I think it's 3,000 rand, something insane. Okay, so still fantastic value, but this knife is fantastic value at twice the price. This thing is marvelous. I say, oh, this is a great knife for the price, a lot. This one, at an extra thou, it's still a bargain. And now I'm struggling to speak again. Okay, so we do have a front flipper on this thing. If you do not like that, you can ignore it. But I can actually use the front flipper on this knife, and that always tells you it's a good front flipper. Anyway, I love that milled titanium pocket clip. Actually, there's nothing I do not love about this knife. Look at this. You see there at the bottom, do you see that section over there? The access, how nicely they opened that. Can you see what I'm showing you there? Yes. Beautiful. The back. Everything is rounded. Nothing feels rough. Everything feels fantastic. This is really, really an awesome knife. Okay, action on this thing is great. I haven't touched anything on it. It is marvelous. Let's quickly just see what size. Oh, my tools are under here. Give me a second. I'm going to find them now. Okay, let's quickly see. Okay, T8, T6s, T6. Okay, so T6s with the T8 for the pivot. But look at this thing. Oh my dear goodness, this is fantastic. Okay, so everything about this knife is just marvelous. Now, let's quickly do a comparison. Let's take a Para 2. You all know how big that is. Okay, so the Para 2 is a bit bigger in the handle. Blade shape's pretty much the same. And I'm not going to look for another knife now. But this thing is marvelous. Actually, let's just also check the size, thickness, compared to a Para 2. They are pretty much exactly the same. Yeah, according to my eyes, they are exactly the same. I don't want to degrade this one by putting a ruler to it. Okay, I will put the link to Pickled Steel in the description. They do sell overseas. Go look at all the awesome stuff and the South African customs and things they have. And then there you can check specs. Okay. I'm behind on videos. I have to catch up because, like I said, it was a bit of a hectic time for us now. And then, yeah, I will add that to the end. And just a big thank you to Pickled Steel for everything, for bringing us Rough Riders, for bringing us Pickled Steel knives, and for all of the other marvelous things they do for the knife community. And I really don't like saying knife community. All of you, stay safe, happy, have a good one. Goodbye. Okay, it's 7:15. At 8 o'clock I'm handing over the night shift, which is my wife. She will be sleeping here. This is going to be her food for tonight. And I will be sleeping at home and coming back tomorrow morning. And Mr. Coolio sitting here watching TV. Okay, it's a beautiful morning and we just saw the doctor. The kid is fine. His arm will stay on his body for now and we will go home this afternoon. It's about 9 o'clock now. 3 o'clock apparently we can leave.
En toen like we jumping en de nokken jumping op mijn voeten.